thought I'd start the stream 1 minute early because there was a good entry point there, just as like the Banjo Kazooie opening finished. Such a wonderful song. I'm a huge fan of Grant Kirkhope. When I was a kid and I heard the Banjo Kazooie soundtrack, I was just like, oh my god, this is peak entertainment. You didn't know I played the banjo? Well, there's a lot you don't know about me. Hi again. We're going to be doing some more drawing today. How is the music mix okay? Because I'm using Bandcamp to play this album because I purchased this album legally with my money. All right. So today I'm going to be. I'll show you the. Oh, God. Well, I'm gonna try and get my tablet working first. Always takes this. It's a bit loud. Okay, I'll make it a wee bit quieter. There we go. Get administrator privileges on my old pen there. This is what happens when you get an inferior product. You have to go through this huge song and dance just to get it working every time. That seems unintuitive. It increases when I transition to my computer screen. It did that last time too, didn't it? That's interesting. Anyway, so let's have a look at what we're going to be doing today. By pressing back. Yeah, here we go. So, what? What? That scrolled down, but it didn't scroll back up. What? It's weird. Okay, I'm just gonna. I don't even know how to use my tablet yet. Hey, K Shizzle. Hope you're doing well. So we're gonna be doing this here tutorial. Monochrome Manga Guide number 1. Process for creating a monochrome manga draft. Because I love that monochrome. And hopefully, yep, okay. So the steps that we're going to be taking today in this tutorial of me showing you how to do a tutorial by taking the tutorial is first we're going to create a new storyboard. Decide on the storyboard that will serve as a blueprint before drawing the manga. The storyboard is drawn to solidify content such as a story and composition in the general picture, which we also saw last night with the masterpiece that we made called Honkopocalypse. Next up, we're going to do the dialogue, balloons, and draft. Input dialogue using the text tool. Use a balloon layer to create balloons. Create drafts by creating a separate draft layer and drawing on it. Okay, so this is even before making the frames, which will be interesting. Borders, inking, and effect lines. Create frame borders by creating a frame border folder and then drawing borders. Create a layer for each part, such as characters, background, and effect lines, and ink them with the pen according to the draft. Okay. Filling in monochrome, tone, gradient. Create separate layers for filling in monochrome, tone, and gradient, and fill the areas in which to express these. You think maybe this has been translated from Japanese? I do. Sound effects, lettering, //white. Makes sense to me. Draw sound effect lettering, etc. using tools such as the pen. Draw the edges in white to finish the manga. When the manga is completed, save the data. Oh, by the way, yesterday we were talking about how in Clip Studio Paint you might be able to thicken the lines after the fact without having to draw over them again. Apparently that happens when you make vector layers, which are a little bit different to the raster layers that we were making. But I'm sure we'll get to that at some point. Oh, my throat's a little bit off from all the talking. So let's load up this first thing. What sort of programs do you have to create webtoons on if you and your friend do decide to release a shoujo parody as a web tool? Webtoon. Well, you can do that in Clip Studio apparently, which is one reason why we're considering Clip Studio as the option for us. Okay, back we go. preparing the manga and creating a new file. So I'm pretty sure I've done that already, as you can see here. Comic use of work, size A4. I'm pretty sure that's A4. Memo. In EX, which no longer exists, you can create a manga work containing multiple pages. To do this, turn on multiple pages and specify the number of pages. Click OK to create the canvas. I've made a grid here because of the, I'll show you. I wonder if I can actually draw it in, like import an image. This is the one I was thinking of doing. See what that looks like, eh? So that would end up being our storyboard, I suppose. Can you confirm if this is what Sunday looked like for you, Cav? Oh, it's giggling Cav with a bunch of Easter eggs. Well, I mean, there could have been more. Could have really done with more, I think. So I'll show you quickly what this picture is going to be. That I'm going to use as a... This is from my storyboarding that I did years and years ago for the comic. How do I enlarge it? So basically it's like a 3-panel thing, and this is after the two schoolgirls have been sucked into the well, they are being sucked through the magical book into the fairyland. Oh, this is really good music for that. They've been falling down the rabbit hole, as it were. And they're falling, and then they've disappeared. So something has happened. And then, so there's like a little surprise board there you can see. This is perfect timing! But yeah, the next page of that is going to show that the reason why they're not in the third panel is because they've actually been caught by someone who's flying in the air. So like, the camera was sort of like going along with them and then kept going down, whereas they stayed up in the air, you see? And that's when they were rescued for the first time by a character who is called Masked Hero. More great timing. The character is called Masked Hero, who's like a masked hero who looks surprisingly like this kid that they've both got a crush on. Yeah, so that's the panel that I think I'd like to try drawing through this tutorial. Alright, so without further ado, let's move this to the side, shall we? Because that's not going to be relevant today. Okay, screen configuration, iPad specific. They really like making things iPad accessible, and I don't like it. Hate iPad. What is the expression color? Expression color is a term for the type of color handled in a file or layer. You can set one of 3 expression colors for each layer in monochrome, gray, or color. The images below are an example of layers where each expression color is applied to a pattern drawn with the same decoration tool settings. So this is color, gray, and monochrome with black and white as the drawing colors. Okay. The expression color can be set in the new raster layer dialog box or the layer property palette, which is that here? This is new raster layer, right? Properties? Layer settings? No? Well, let's undo that because I didn't want that. Layer property palette. Oh, that must be a here we go. Layer property. Let's move that up, or attempt to. Oi! God damn it. Ah! Layer property. Okay, border effect, extract line tone, layer color. Border effect? tone. Use color of image dot setting circle. Expression color. I think this is what we were looking after, wasn't it? Monochrome I think we want for this one. Yeah. Okay. So I've figured out that. Monochrome. This expression color handles one or two colors as well as transparency. You can create full duotone data, images with two color values. The drawing colors, the colors handled on the layer, can be set as black and transparent, white and transparent, or black and white? It's recommended to set the expression color as monochrome from the beginning when creating a manga draft for monochrome printing. Okay, well, yeah. Oh, whoops. Let's go back in there, shall we? Yeah, black and white is what we've said. Okay, and that's what they've done too, so we'll just copy them, shall we? When monochrome is set as the expression color of a layer, the image is drawn as duotone data even when using drawing tools with anti-aliasing or posterization. This is just going whoosh! When drawing with colors other than black and white, the darker color is displayed as black and the lighter color is displayed as white. To use posterization for monochrome printing, draw on a layer with gray or colors set as the expression color and then enable tone on the layer property palette. Converting to tones creates a similarly posterized effect. This is not relevant to me, I guess. Great! Okay, let's just... Oh no, I should probably read all this stuff. Well, why don't I bring it over here, given that I'm reading? So we can all read it together. Great! This expression color handles 256 achromatic colors. Black and the game is like 10% too loud. I mean the music. Let's try that. Okay. This expression color handles 256 achromatic colors. Black and transparent, white and transparent, or black and white can be used, each with 256 combinations of the two colors. Use this for posterized, whatever that means, black and white images or monochrome images to be displayed by media such as websites. Oh, I guess this is probably what I'll end up having to do, right? Because this is going to be online. So maybe I should do grey. Yeah, I'm going to go off to do grey, I think. So open this up again. I changed my mind. Oh, what changed? Okay, I guess we just got a little bit more tone in there. Alright, let's open this up again. Color. This color expression color handles around 16.77 million colors. It includes almost every color that can be discerned by the human eye, but not all of them. Use this for chromatic images such as color illustrations and color manga. Layer icons. The following layer icons are displayed to indicate monochrome, gray, and color layers. Okay, so you can have different layers like monochrome, gray, and color. The squares at the bottom of the monochrome and gray icons indicate the drawing colors being used. However, so I guess what you could do is if you were using a color thing, actually no, I don't really, what am I doing? No, I don't know. Colors set for basic expression color not shown as icons for the layers on the layer palette. Okay. Configuring the settings of the storyboard layer. Change the settings on the raster layer for initial settings to configure the ideal settings for drawing the storyboard and draft. Okay, let's do that. We want good storyboards. Changing the layer name. Let's change the layer name to storyboard. Strawberry. Oh, it's already storyboard. Oh. I guess this can be our storyboard layer. Although, oh, so that each layer has a different thing. Okay, well now this one is grey. And this is going to be called storyboard. Storyboard. Here we go. Memo, if this palette is not displayed, you can display using the, yeah, I know. Setting the expression color and layer color. Only black and white can be used for drawing on layers where the initial expression color setting is monochrome. Change the expression color of the layer to create a rough drawing with strokes in different tones, as with a pencil. Change the layer color so that the lines drawn for the storyboard can be easily distinguished from the lines that will be drawn later. Okay, so from the layer property palette, select gray for expression color. Click layer color. Oh, I think I get it. Okay. So here we have the expression color is gray. And then we've got the layer color. And the layer color we can change to be like blue so that way it'll be easier to trace over. Okay, yep, I get that. Look at us doing this tutorial together. I hope all of you children are joining me. Okay, yep, I get that now. Turning on the layer color in the layer property palette allows you to specify an alternative color. Yep, okay. Setting the draft layer. Setting a layer... Oh. Wait. Oh, setting a layer as a draft layer that's what it is. Allows you to remove the layer from the references for processes such as filling while still showing the layer. It also removes the layer from the targets for processes such as printing and exporting. Okay, so it means that like if I select for something to use all layers for filling, it won't use the draft one. Huh. Okay, so let's try doing that, shall we? Oops. Set as draft layer. Well, this is interesting. I need to... I don't want these to show. Because it's in the way. I want this to be bigger. Too lazy. Actually, no, if I put it here, and then I move that down. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit nicer. Don't really need Navigator either. I never use that. Hey there, Glaucus92. I'm having a nice grumble. Okay, and we're working on a comic. So drawing the storyboard, use the pencil tool and eraser tool to draw the storyboard based on the bleed border, cropped border, and default border displayed on the canvas. For details on the basic drawing methods for the storyboard and draft, see Try Drawing Illustration in Clip Studio Paint. Basic Guide Rough Draft. I'll do that another time. Is there a way to like add to a wish list or something? Area visible after printing and binding. Okay, so that's bleed border, cropped border, default border. I think we're gonna go to the cropped border. Oh, but that says it's a guideline for the position of the frames. But it's a webcomic, so we don't need to care about that. The book will be trimmed along the cropped border, but the position may be inaccurate by several millimeters. The bleed width is primarily there for this purpose. If drawing a picture that will extend to the end of the page, draw as far as the bleed width. Make sure that all content you do not want to lose is drawn inside the cropped border. Note that some of the printed content may still disappear depending on binding specifications such as the binding point. Make sure that all important content, such as dialogue and the character's expressions, is drawn inside the default border. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Seems doable. Okay. The content drawn up to the cropped border is shown above to indicate the content that will be available after printing and binding. There's a cropped border there, so... Alright. Okay. So you have to draw up to the bleed area, but we should still keep the frames within the thing. That annoys me because it's not very much space, is it? Draw and erase gradually until the storyboard is finished. The storyboard is now complete. So let's assume that I have done that storyboard because I have done it on paper and then scanned it in. But I could probably resize it so that it fits within that one. The draft one. That'll do me. Isn't that it? That's the... yeah. Okay, so I've done that. It looks just as good as that. Hey, Earthman Dave, welcome! You can show or hide the crop marked and default border by selecting the view menu, crop marked default border. Oh, interesting. Next. We're up to number 2. We're just like shooting through this. Creating balloon. Draw a balloon using the ellipse balloon subtool. Select window menu, color set to show the color set palette. Check that the main color is black. Get the balloon tool. Brush shape. Outline of the balloon. Rectangle balloons. Okay, I mean, we did all this before, did we not? Oh, you can draw 2 overlapping balloons to create 2 rectangles joined together as shown below. That's interesting. So you, like, erase them? I want to have a go at that, actually, because I'm going to have to utilize that further on in the comic when it's all the exposition. Okay, so... let me, Ooh! What just happened? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Maranian Beethoven. Oh, that's so lovely. That really helps a lot. Like, I wouldn't say I'm, like, struggling right now, but my demand for translation work has just gone pfft. So, besides these 2 medical jobs I'm finishing off tonight, like, I have been worrying a little bit. Then again, you know, the Australian government gives, like, a supplement for coronavirus that will happen every fortnight, like, starting the end of this month, so I should be okay, but I still appreciate it. It means a lot. Okay, so where is this speech bubble we were going to do? Can't remember where the dialogue boxes were. Gradient? Oh, here. Balloon! So I want a rectangular balloon. Figure. Brush shape. Oh, look at this! Look at all this cool fuzzy stuff I can do. What is the difference between a rounded balloon, an ellipse balloon, and a... oh. Oh, okay, I think I just figured that out. Roundness of corner. Oh my. Okay, so that, like, goes over the thing there. So how do I make a rectangle one? Let me, move this back into the other screen here. So, change to rectangle in the tool property palette. I mean, I did that. Technically, it's a square. Oh, yeah, rectangle. That is not a rectangle! Oh, ellipse balloon, I think I need to do. Nope! Oh wait, because that's set as round. Uh-huh, okay, so we've got that. Ah, okay, it just automatically, like, joins them together. That's cool. Nice. You're using your student loan right now? Oh my god, please don't do that! I appreciate the donation, but you could probably use that more than me. I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. In fact, I don't really think that we need dialogue boxes here. I think the text is probably fine the way that it is. Like, I like the idea of the text sort of coming behind the characters as they're falling. Hey, the Menace! Hope you're doing well. Okay, so I've done that, adjusting the shape of the balloon. Yep. Dragging a handle while holding down the shift key allows you to maintain the current aspect ratio while resizing. That's pretty generic. You can use the tool property palette to edit the advanced settings of the balloon outline, such as the line color, ground color, brush size, and brush shape. Okay, well, let's try this, shall we? So let's use the object thing here. Brush shape, waved. I want to do waved line. Has that done a waved line? Let's zoom in, shall we? Oh, it has! Okay, we've got a wavy line there. But I want those lines to be bigger. Oh, okay, so that's where the brush size comes in. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, this is very interesting. And I could probably download a whole bunch more. Interesting. Okay, yes, this is Banjo-Kazooie music. It's a good thing to try and wake up at a reasonable-ish time. It will help you not completely lose a sense of time. I mean, too late for me, I'm a freelancer. No! Oh yeah, I do want to delete the entire layer. And I know how to add tails to balloons. When the balloon is completed, enter text. I'll do that. I'll do the text at the end, I think. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to make the when I do the dialogue boxes, I'm gonna make them as if it's a Japanese translation. So they're gonna be sort of like, they should be like how do I explain it? Long from top to bottom, not so wide, so narrow and long down. So it'll mimic as if it was translated from Japanese at some point. And my friend, as it turns out, like she is Japanese, and so she knows all of the onomatopoeia, and we're gonna use so much. Yes, we're also gonna have it read right to left. Is the idea. Oh, actually, no, I haven't drawn it like that. I'll have to talk with her about what we want to do there, because I do want to sort of make it sort of like a wannabe weeb manga. But anyway, with the onomatopoeia, can't even remember what it's called in Japanese anymore. I just remember, all that's coming in my head is there's this book that I've got called Onomatopoeia Pera, which is how to speak how to use onomatopoeia fluently. But we're gonna have mostly the Japanese onomatopoeia correct, but occasionally we will put the wrong onomatopoeia for the thing, but have it in Japanese so that it looks thematic and cool. So we're gonna be very cheeky. Okay. Oh, you can change the. You can add, like, if you do the comic in Japanese, you can have like furigana on the side. Wow, so you can have like the Japanese reading. Oh goodness, we're gonna take advantage of that. Oh, how cool. And there's a subtool detail. Okay, I'm just gonna test this out. Okay, so I'm gonna write. Okay, so I've got that, and there's a subtool property. Click the subtool detail. Subtool detail. No? Where is subtool detail? Oh, here? What? Ah, okay, we have found it, but it's somehow gone onto the other screen. Okay, so reading. Settings for reading. Text. Reading, reading setting. Reading, reading setting. What? Click the reading setting to display a pop-up. I mean, it's kind of... Oh, I guess I need to select the text. Uh-huh. Let's try that. Oh! Okay, actually, no. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I probably need to make it a Japanese font. Kyokaso. Yeah. Hey there, Zabzib. How's it going? We're teaching ourselves how to use Clip Studio. Hope you'll join us. We're doing a bunch of tutorials. Okay, so I'm learning some stuff here. And you know, like the best thing about this is that because I'm doing a stream of it, it means that if I ever... Oftentimes I'll have a thing where I learn something from a tutorial and I'm like, oh, damn, I've forgotten where I read I read the thing, like how to do this particular, technique. And I can't remember how to do it on my software. But this time I can just go back to the stream and look and see me learning it and be like, oh, that's how I learned it. I find the best part of Clip Studio is the vectors, which, like, compared to Adobe, have you used Illustrator? Garbage. Yeah, I have used Illustrator. Like, it's been a long time, and I think it's gotten a little bit better at doing vectors, but, yeah, it seems like these ones you can basically just draw on a vector layer as normal, and then you can do all kinds of stuff to adjust the line thickness and shape after the fact, which is really cool. Okay, so now it's just getting me to... Oh! Wait. Select the text layer you play... Select the... Wait. What is it doing? So... Okay. So... Adding a reading. So I'm guessing the text will... If you do the balloons first, then the text appears inside its own, like the balloon layer maybe? But then if you click outside of a bubble, then it will just make the text first. The new text layer is created as you clicked outside of the balloons. On the layer palette, select the text layer you created and click Combine to Layer below. The two separate text layers are combined as one layer for easier management. Oh, that's interesting. So you just... The different boxes are still technically one layer? Huh. Combinations of multiple text balloon layers are not rasterized and are treated as text layers even after being combined. Oh, that's so good. I'm starting to see sort of the more I do these tutorials, it's making a little bit more sense about, you know, why this is like a preferred tool for cartoonists. Because it is very much customized for this purpose. Who would have thought? Called Manga Studio. Correcting a reading. To correct reading you've entered, select the text of the reading on the canvas and correct it in the reading setting of the subtool detail palette. Okay. Alright, so we're clicking on the next page. Now we're preparing the layers. Create a layer and set it as a draft layer. What's this gonna be? Oh, this is gonna be the first inking stage outside of the storyboard. Okay. What's the story behind this comic? The story behind this comic is, sorry. Basically, two high school girls have been, or middle school, let's make it middle school. Two middle school girls have been are, you know, typically, well, no, not typically, but they are very superficial. One of them is really rich and snobby, and the other one is just pretty much boy obsessed. And they both have a crush on every boy. And then this new boy comes to town, and he lives in a mansion, like the haunted mansion, down the road. What a coincidence! He happens to be orphaned, so he's living in this huge mansion all by himself. And he befriends the two, and he invites them back to his mansion. And then gets a phone call, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I haven't really explored the place so much yet, but just stay out of the basement, and I'll be back in a sec." And so, of course, the moment that he goes away, they start like going off on their own and exploring the mansion. And then they hear this weird noise calling them, like the Jumanji sort of like drumming, which leads them up into the basement. And they come across this magical book. They open the magical book, they get sucked into the magical book, it transports them to a fantasy world, etc., etc. The guy sees them getting sucked in, runs after them saying, "No!" And then the book closes, and let's see, I'll show you another page that I was considering working on today is the next page in the bit of the story where he's kind of like, wait, why am I still here? I could have sworn, because like he's trying to go in after them, obviously, but then he's like, "Oh my god, my hand!" because his hand has basically been sucked into the book, but he hasn't. And then he just says "damn" and walks off with blood going away. But then that hand ends up getting transported into the magical world too, and it becomes sentient and walks around like this, and follows them around like a little Pikachu sort of companion that's called Handrew. That's not really relevant to the story so much, but I like it. So then they end up, you know, on a quest to try and get back to their own land. And that's basically it. This is the bit where they're falling through the magical book into the new fantasy land. Yes, Handrew is the name of the character that is made up of a hand. Okay, so we've got the storyboard layer, which has already been done. So I'll delete that one, actually. Create a new raster layer. And set it as a draft layer. Oh, I'll make this one a draft layer, too. Select gray as the expression color. And set draft as the layer name. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it all by the book. Oh, whoops. I'm still writing in Japanese. There we go. Partial isekai is a novel concept. I don't think I've seen that before. Well, you've seen it now. Select the draft layer and click set as a draft layer. Yep, we've done that. On the layer palette, change the stacking order, dragging the draft layer so it's immediately above the storyboard layer. Yep, that is the case. Okay, and the text should be ideally on top of the draft layer as well, so it goes storyboard draft text. I mean, of course, that makes sense. Andrew Henderson. Okay, finally, we've gotten up to actually drawing the thing. Use the pencil tool and eraser tool to draw a draft on the draft layer. Your draft is now complete. Oh, that was easy. Okay, well, let's get to it then, shall we? This is the actual drawing. Thing is, I haven't drawn these characters in a really long time. Shall we do real pencil? Darker pencil is what we were using for the goose picture. I feel like I want to draw these. I want to like rotate this. Can I rotate my view? Oh, thank God. Okay, because they're falling. Flip horizontal. Yes, please. Okay. So how is this looking? Oh, that's way too thick. Well, we're off to a good start, aren't we? How's that? It's probably a bit too thick still. What about this? Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay, cool. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Oh god, it's kind of ghastly. So this is the draft, which is basically me drawing over drawing over the scribbles with actual images. So maybe what I will do is oh, what's it doing? Is it saving? Is it freezing? Oh dear. Let me save while I'm at it. Okay, save. Okay. Oh, I'll get rid of the grid, given that I've already got the layers kind of figured out. So get rid of the grid, get rid of the ruler. Where's the ruler? Eh? Oh, whoops, view. Grid, view, ruler, don't need that. If Andrew returned to their original world, would the kid have a sentient hand? Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, like, it doesn't actually go back to normal. It's just that he just has to live without a hand from then on, and then the hand comes back and they're like, you know, friends or something. I may not finish this, this page today just because all of this is very new to me. And I'm still kind of getting back into the hang of drawing in general. But, we'll at least make some headway on it. Like, what even is that? Is that the mouth there? I think that's the mouth. Horseshoe looking thing is the mouth, yeah. I think I drew this back in like 2011. I want to make her face, her head kind of roundish. And the other character, her face a little bit longer. Wait, why is that? Sorry, that's the bottom of the eye there. Silly me. Okay. And hope you're still enjoying the soundtrack. Please let me know at any point if you're just getting sick of Grant Kirkhope. I mean, I will lose respect for you. No, it's fine. Just let me know. Oh dear. I'm glad this is only a sketch layer. So, like, I decided in the end, I suppose, to give them these sort of things. As long as you hear the Chevrolet song before the stream ends, I'm happy. Anchor point manipulation? There are a lot of tricks you can do with the vectors if you didn't know. Anchor point manipulation. Ah! I should probably... I think, like, for the inking layer, I'll do a vector. For this one, I'll just do drawing, just for the general draft. So that's her falling. Oh god, that's awful. That's pretty bad, huh? Oh dear, okay. Obviously, I will be producing better artwork for the final product. I'm more doing this to test out the capacity of Clip Studio Paint to make what I want to make when I do make it. Okay, so this is meant to be the skirt, which, I mean, in one of the Together in Place tutorials, by I think Bröckchen, I think, she explained how skirts work, to the point where I feel like I should be able to go back and like look at her advice and actually make something that looks like a skirt. Apparently you're just meant to do all these little fiddly bits here. And it's meant to be more flat in certain areas. I'll go back and I'll watch her stream again and... Oops. Sorry, their stream. Stupid skirts, stupid clothes, and everything needs to be like coming up to here apparently. The Simpsons aired closer to the Tyrannosaurus Rex than today. Feel old yet? What does that even mean? Let's just pretend this is a skirt. Oops, a functioning skirt. You are old. Feel old yet? I think they're in the process of making an archive of all these streams. Oh, they should... I was gonna give them, like, stupid socks that trail at their ankles, but can't be bothered doing that right now. Oh, I forgot about that caption! The meanwhile. Oh no, hands. God. Hey, Ushrooms! Are we feeling old? Yes, we're all feeling old today. That'll do. That'll do. This is the draft. this is what a hand looks like, right? Massive thumb. Half the size of your, well, the size of your wrist. That's what we want. Oh, someone's encouraging me.
3 weeks I've been subscribed here for a year. Feeling old yet?
The way that she said it, feeling old yet. Wow. A whole year. 1, thank you so much for your support. And 2, yes, I feel very old. If I were falling, I wouldn't have my fingers all together. This is a terrible depiction of what I'm trying to depict. But still... Oh no! What have I done? It looks so much better when I've got that, and it's like, oh, here are some clear lines. Maybe once I flip it upside down again. No, not really. Like, the body's kind of twisted where she's facing at the front. I should probably make that a little bit down that way, given that she's twisting towards the front. I mean, to the side, I mean. You don't assume a crab position when falling? That's a good point. I think more of us need to be aware of what position we're in when we fall. So anyway, yeah, we're just gonna go through the motions of this, as I say, for the benefit of my pride. Let's flip this vertical again. At the time the Great Pyramid was built, there were still living woolly mammoths. Did I do it right? Is there a way to, like, rotate? Ooh. I'll need to assign one of these hotkeys to rotate, because I think that would be really cool. What's wrong with the pen right now? Is it just because I'm zoomed out? God damn. Wait. Okay, it should be up there. When I see people my age being obnoxiously rich on YouTube, that tiny part of my brain keeps telling me I already fucked up. No, they just had rich parents. You can pretty much guarantee. There's a very nice ear. Woman, well, this girl has very long hair. Oh, oops. So, like, there's her fringe, which is a little bit shorter. She's got like these sort of side bits which are a little bit shorter, which would be there, I guess. I think that's the thing about capitalism. It sort of puts you in a position where even if it is possible to live without, you know, copious amounts of wealth, you are made to feel like a failure if you yourself do not achieve it. And I think it's good if you're honest with yourself about that. Like, takes a lot for people to admit. Like, what's going on with this color here? Again, I've got things with angles I need to figure out. Oops. Basically, number one in my book on self-improvement that I'm sure I'll write at some point, because so many people seem to lack this, is just know yourself. Know who you are, how you work, what it is that you want, why it is that you want it, so you can then evaluate what's actually important to strive for, like what things you actually need versus what you just want or sort of were programmed to or socialized to believe that you want. Not just in terms of yourself, but in terms of what you want for the world in general. Oh, here I go again with the amazing hands. God, the hyper-realism in this. Oops. Let me see what this looks like. That one looks a little bit better than the other one, I'll admit. I promise you, Asako will draw much better stuff than what I'm currently doing. I mean, anyway. Not to bag out my own immense talent, but normally it takes me a lot longer to draw. Wait, what have I done? Oh, this was like the first song I recomposed. When I was a kid, I had like this game which let you like compose music using different like shapes as instruments and all that. Like, I guess there was a Mario version of that. I had like a Sims version of that, Sim Tunes or something. And yeah, I made this song with all the harmonies and stuff, and I was really proud of myself. I was like 11 years old, I think. Oh, it's okay, don't worry. I'm not being hard on myself in the sense that, like, I have low self-esteem or anything like that. I'm just grumpy because, like, I used to draw a lot, and it was something I was striving for. So it's kind of like, you know, when you see your shadow of your former self, it's just frustrating. I know it'll pass. I'm just gonna keep on practicing until I get to a point where this isn't an issue. It's probably like the one thing that I have any kind of confidence issues with, just because I know I have been in a place where everything was as I wanted it to be. Oh! Thank you, Albus Doctor! Yeah, this was a hard song to transcribe, but I loved it so much, and I play by ear to a large degree, so I just like went with the sounds. This tune is forever linked to Matt Lee's dancing off screen in an office chair. I didn't realize there was a clip of that. That's very funny. Oh, look at the angry goose in the basket. Thank you so much for that emote. That's adorable. Wow, isn't Grant Kirkhope great? I go like fanish over like this nerdiest things. Like the only thing that I really go fanny about is Fanny. The only thing that I'm trying not to be gendered in my language. What was I saying? The only people I really seem to like swoon over. Holy shit! The only people I tend to be obsess over tend to be voice actors or composers. Oh, directors too a little bit increasingly. Like Ari Aster, I will like fawn over in terms of craft, and also Daniels for making Swiss Army Man. But like all my childhood crushes were voice actors. Oh wait, why am I making that go up? Whoops. I mean, I guess it is sort of like a ruffled thing, but the ruffles should be going down. You have a crush on John DiMaggio? I mean, that's well warranted. If you're not aware, he does the voice of Bender, and what else does he do? He does like a whole bunch. Don't know what. What even is this? What is this part here? What have I done? Oh, that'll do. Like, I don't know how to amend these, you know? Eventually, I'll figure this out. I'm gonna look at a bunch of reference images when I'm actually drawing these comics for reals, so that way I can figure this stuff out. What are the legs meant to be doing here? He does a lot of gruff men. He did Marcus Phoenix, he voiced the Joker once, Jake the Dog, Waka in Final Fantasy X. More recently, he voices one of the secondary antagonists in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I can't imagine his voice coming out of a Final Fantasy villain. Like, they're too pretty. What? Where even are the legs? What was I doing? What was that? The skirt makes no sense. funny. We basically just want this to finish so we can move on to the next step. It's not as bad as it could be. Petition for Bender Sephiroth. This music is the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. Okay, I'm just gonna draw that line there. No! No, what's happening? Don't you dare freeze! How will Andrew communicate? Sign language. Exactly. Wait, actually no, at first I was thinking sign language, but then I thought it's gonna involve a lot and I'd have to go with like an American sign, well, you know, one-handed sign language, and Australian sign language is two-handed, so it's just not the sign language, the effort that would be needed to convey the things. So I thought Andrew would communicate through like thought bubbles, like Garfield, but the thought bubbles would just be like expressions, like a smiley face or a picture of what it's trying to express. And then the joke is that no one understands it ever. It's funny, like this whole thing, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna draw an actual picture on top of this storyboard, but I'm basically just recreating the storyboard, including the proportions and the poses and everything. Oh well, I tried. I'll move this a little bit out in case it's needed. No! Redo! This is the only hand I can draw right now. I don't know what happened to this stuff. Oh goodness, no, let's keep it like that, that's fun. And, oh dear, oh dear. She's got 6 fingers. So what sort of art things have been made here? I'm basically doing some tutorials to teach myself how to draw stuff again, and specifically to draw stuff using Clip Studio Paint, which is the program that I'm hoping to make a comic in, that I've been sort of trying to get off the ground since high school. This is not what skirts do. I'm gonna work on skirts. Let's try rotating this. Oh, whoops, not filter horizontal. Look at the skirt here! What is going on there? And the legs! It doesn't make any sense anatomically, like her. No, it's alright, we'll leave it. It's taking shapes as Miranian Bato. It is taking a shape. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so what we have next is... Wait. Okay, there's some clouds here that I want to draw. I'll draw them over here to remind me to draw them in the finished product as like half-tone patterns or something. There we go. The shape was taken. So this is meant to be more intense apparently, and then it's gonna be like, oh, okay, well what happened there? This is what clouds look like, right? Ah! Then there's a little bird that's gonna be surprised. Oh, and then there's the inking layer. Hooray! I'll get to draw all this all over again. Yeah, so... Oops. There we go. We've got like something resembling an outline. Clouds are just bushes but white. A bat bird. Yes. Okay, so now I will save that. My draft is now complete. Just to give you a little bit of comparison, I'll show you what their one looks like compared with mine. How do I... So this is what they came up with. Compared with mine for their first draft. Oh dear. Okay, anyway. Off we go. And I'll inflate this. Utterly seamless, I can't tell the difference. Okay, so now we're going to create our frames. Create new layer. So create new. Oh, stop it. It always puts it over here. New. Oh, wait, whoops, no, we need to go into the create new layer. Frame border folder. Okay. In the new frame folder dialog box, set the line width. Enter border as the name. And click OK. Oh, it's still set on writing stuff in Japanese, sorry. Yes, it just needs panels, etc. to flesh it out. Alright. A frame border folder is created in the layer palette. Drag the frame border folder to move it down below the balloon layer, so below the text. When the frame border folder is selected on the layer palette, you can check the frame areas on the canvas. The white area in the figure below is the area of the image that is displayed in the frames. When you draw on the layers in the frame border folder... Wait. When you draw on the layers in the frame border folder, the blue area is masked and content drawn outside the border lines is not displayed. Move any layers by hovering... Okay, so I can, like, if I wanted to move this draft into there, I could, like, move it. Okay. Interesting. Well, we don't want that, so I'm going to move it back out. Dividing a frame border. Now, this is what I wanted to do. Oh, I really want a sweetie. Hold on, I'm going to get a sweetie. Just enjoy this Banjo-Kazooie song. Back in a sec. Tell you what, this quarantine and Easter around the same time is not a good idea. This was actually meant to be a gift for one of my friends back in the UK from my parents, but I told them about it and they were like, yeah, you just have it. And I was like, I will. Okay. Select the frame border tool. Frame border tool. And then go to divide frame border. On the tool property box. Is this your idea of breakfast? It's evening here. It's 8:47. So basically I shouldn't be eating because you shouldn't really eat stuff past like 8. But still. On the tool property palette, set the division gaps of the frame borders as shown below. So it says horizontal space. What? Shape of division. It says vertical space and horizontal space there, but over here it says vertical gutter and horizontal gutter. Okay. Well, the thing is, they've done theirs in pixels, and I've got mine in millimeters because I was a chump. Oh, you know what? I just changed my measurements, don't I? Preferences. Ruler, units. Pixels. Da, 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 da. 60 and 130 is what they've put, which seems a bit much to me. Split the frame borders like this. Oh. Can I move them? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted like vertical down. How do I make sure that I'm doing it vertically down? Oh, to make parallel or perpendicular divisions, hold down the shift key while dragging. Okay. Okay, can I move that? Ah! I mean, that's fine. That seems like an even split, honestly. I'm cool with that. I wanted them to be even, so... Oh, I don't like eating chocolate bunnies. I always feel bad. Sorry. Technical difficulty. Made a mess of myself. So melty on me. I'm gonna go wash my hands and probably my face. Technical chocolate troubles, yes. Chocolate bunny fights back. Yeah, that's true actually. It was kind of like Night of the Lepus. Confectionery difficulties. Okay. Adjusting the shape of the frame borders. Good. You can use the object tool to adjust the shape and size of the borderlines in the same way as with the balloons. So I select this, for example, and I move that to the side. Okay. Well, that's cool. Oh, I'm learning so much. I'm really enjoying these tutorials. You really are always baiting your clips. Chocolate animals are no joke. I saw someone get savaged by a caribou. Oh, Ashrand, I've missed you. I don't like eating chocolate bunnies. Church 3 seconds later. Okay, bleed settings. Clicking one of the triangular handles allows you to extend the borderline to the edge of the canvas, the crop marks and or the adjacent frame borders, and make the frame a bleed frame. Eh? What does that mean? A bleed frame. I guess one that goes outside of the area, so like the outline won't be written. I mean drawn. If I didn't like this, select the frame that is not needed. No. Click to select the frame border. Okay. Ah, okay. There we go. The frame shape can be edited in greater detail by configuring the settings on the tool property palette. Okay, operation of transparent part.
Hello.
Don't understand any of that. Oh, thank you for following, Pretty Blurry. Welcome. Main color, draw border, brush shape. So what happens there? Edit frame border. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, that's cool. Whoops. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. So much that we can do here. every atmospheric sound. I feel like I'm on the beach, listening to a robotic seagull. Hmm? Oh. Oh no, there's a song when the shark appears. I have such bad memories from this. Because of my whole thing about big fish. Okay. So if I don't want the frame, and I actually think I don't want the frame here. So edit, and go to clear. No, I don't want to. No! Oh, into my lap, good. Select edit menu, clear. I mean, surely I can just get rid of the border, right? Oh no! The chocolate's going in. This is such a hazard to do on stream. God damn. The chocolate never comes out. Okay, so. Good. I do want the border to be more thick. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Life is a struggle indeed. So now we're up to inking. Ink the characters based on the draft to complete the main lines of the characters. On the layer palette, select the draft layer and change the opacity to 50% to make the inking layer easier to see. Why new raster layer? It's telling me to make a new raster layer, but surely we want to try out all the cool vector features, right? I'm gonna disregard their advice. Make a new vector layer. Huh. Enter characters 1. Oh really? You're not doing it per... Oh, interesting. Oh god, I can't stop eating this bunny. I'm so sorry, bunny. Double click and write characters. So someone was asking last stream, like, what do you do if you want things to go outside the comic box? We have our answer. You just make it in the layer underneath the, or yeah, underneath the folders. Call this characters 1. I mean, I don't need to do it like that because I've actually got all these things inside panels. So I'm going to do it panel by panel. Change the stacking order of the layer so the characters layer is immediately above the border layer, as characters 1 contains characters that will run over the frame border. Select black as the main color. Select G-Pen. And draw the main lines. Oh wow, that looks really good. If the balloons or borderlines make it difficult to draw, hide them temporarily on the layer palette. Okay, so if I want to get rid of on the layer palette. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay, sorry. Balloons or borderlines. I was thinking more about clearing that. Like, what if we... There we go. So that makes it a little bit cleaner. We've got a better idea of what we're looking at here. Intriguing. You're lucky that Gillyweed won't accidentally hop into the room and be horrified at your carnivorous appetite. No. I want her to hop in. I miss her so much, little Billywig. G-pen I need. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So, panel 1. I'm going to go to pen, I'm going to go to G-pen. I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to flip these again because I can't draw that way. Can I call Gillyweed Billywig 5 times over perfectly? Billywig, 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 Billywig. Is that perfectly? Billywig. My sibling is currently, and as always, looking after Billywig for me. This pen seems a little bit too small, but... Okay, and remembering that this is a vector layer. So presumably what that means is that I can straighten these lines afterwards. Whoops. I meant to say Gillyweed Billywig together, but yeah, that will suffice. Gillyweed Billywig, Gillyweed Billywig, Gillyweed Billywig, Gillyweed Billywig, Gillyweed Billywig. Oh, it was a bit touch and go there, a bit. A bit touch and go in there. Go there, a bit. Oh god, I can't talk. Oh, I should sort of leave that for filling in later, shouldn't I? Oops. Okay. Oops. For everyone tongue twisters, Irish wristwatch is a favorite of mine. Yeah, it's basically impossible. Oops. How are we going there? A little bit too thick there. I can't say Irish or wrist or watch on their own properly. Oh no. Okay, so now we continue with this lovely picture, which I've definitely 100% put a lot of effort into drawing. If anyone said anything mean about this picture, I would be devastated. Oh no, here's where they, like, because it's bad enough, right? When you have to do the draft and realize that you can't actually draw the thing that you're trying to draw. But then, when you have to ink it, which is like the finalization of the thing, that's when it really feels painful. There needs to be some kind of thing to show that... Ah! Whoops! I keep pressing undo instead of the button to move stuff. Does this program have any sort of correction or smooth stroke option for the lines? Probably! I may learn about them in a future tutorial. Ah! Not again. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it does have line smoothing stuff. It definitely has, like, through the vectors, I can adjust any of these lines afterwards to make them as smooth as I want. This soundtrack has such economical melody writing. Yeah, like, he makes the most of what little he has. Definitely. Is this like inside Clanker's stomach? In the game? I think it is. You have to go inside his stomach because he's got like a little bellyache. I liked Clanker once I realized that he wasn't going to eat me. Whoops, did the thing again. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm being very quiet right now, just getting all this stuff done. Here we go. Okay, now I just need to draw this little circle here. Whoop. Stabilization parameter. Oh, Clip Studio Paint can kind of filter out the wibbliness of strokes with the stabilization parameter. Oh, I see. Oh, look at it stabilizing all my wibbles. Yeah, this soundtrack was great, how seamlessly, like, so a lot of this is switching back and forth between you being underwater and you being above land, and the whole thing where it just changes from the underwater theme to like the above ground, above water variation. It's just so smooth. Whoops. Are there any manga or webtoons you personally recommend reading? I haven't read any webtoons yet, and I feel like I want to get into them, you know. It was just mentioned to me by my friend. That was kind of her idea, like, why don't we turn this into a webtoon? Been reading some really great ones lately. Apparently there's one called Linkism, which is a Korean webtoon, which you can read in English or Japanese, and I assume Korean, which is about this sort of double identity of this guy who's like both an unattractive, overweight young man, and he ends up sharing the identity or something of a really handsome man, a young man, and it's his journey to exploring issues like self-esteem and bullying and youth stuff, you know, stuff all the kids are dealing with these days. I had a brief look at it and it seemed to have quite good art. Not necessarily something that I would normally read. I find anything that looks at society really depressing. Especially like school-related stuff. Unless it's like tongue-in-cheek. And so seldom is tongue-in-cheek. Genuinely tongue-in-cheek. Have I got everything in this panel? I think I got everything in this panel. I guess this kind of like this. I'll just make that go off panel there. There's probably like some stuff with the underarm there with some kind of curve or whatever, but I think I've already messed up the original clothing. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna pretend I don't know anything about curves and stuff. I mean, clothing. Well, let's have a look at this, shall we? Yeah, like that'll do us. For the purposes of this tutorial, definitely. On to panel number 2. Anti-aliasing is not applied to lines drawn in processes such as inking when the basic expression color is monochrome. This may cause the lines to look rough on the screen of your computer. That's interesting to know. Next, draw the main lines for the character in frame 4. Okay, so I'm just looking forward at the tutorial. Okay, so these people, like this cartoonist is drawing the all the characters first and leaving the backgrounds. So just making different layers with characters and not backgrounds. God damn. I need to practice so much more. This was my favorite one in Clanker's Cavern, when you have to beat a bunch of crabs. Woohoo! Oh, whoops. I see what I was meant to do. Whoops. There we go. Slow and steady. Is anyone here actually going through the same tutorial? If so, how are you finding it? Whoops. Whee! Who feels like switching to a different soundtrack? Or are you good? Because we've listened to a lot of variations on the theme. So we've got one yes and one no. At least we've switched to a different song. Or motif. I like how the frogs are kind of joining in with the singing. Whoops. Should probably just, like, hurry up and, get this, get the line work done. Because it's not like this is going to be the final product. You're working on some art things while watching, but not this tutorial. Ah, I see. Well, we're nearly done with the... If I just speed up a little bit on my drawing of these figures, then I can do the cool effects that we're all here for. Oh god, those are some chunky hands. Loving them. Oh, that's right, this is the mangled skirt down the bottom there. Yeah, let's swap. Move this around. I'm just gonna keep that in there. Have you noticed I've stopped eating chocolate? I'm being good. I know how to exercise restraint. Hope you're all proud of me and said restraint. We are never not proud. Oh, that means a lot. This must be a race level. How about I switch forward? I'll skip forward through the motifs. Because we're on track 38 of, oh my. Bubble Gloop Swamp, let's... Cheaters theme. You think this is the eating contest for the swamp crocodile? Ah, yeah, it seemed like one of those time-sensitive ones. Sounds like something out of Shovel Knight. what I'm doing here. Oh, that's right, this was the manky bit of skirt that I wanted to keep. Yeah, let's keep manky skirt, see if anyone notices. I'll post it on my DeviantArt page. Everyone will be so jealous of me. Oh god, that skirt. Whoops. Yes, this is definitely a variation, like a version of a soundtrack which has every variation of a track. Now let's flip this over and see where I should actually put the legs. God, like what is the arm even doing there? God damn. None of this makes any sense. I made it look a bit different now. Oh god. I mean, that's covered it. Now I just need to add the bowed. Oh, I don't think I drew... Oh, wait, there it is. I'm really, really happy with this whole... Oh, whoops. With this whole tutorial thing and, like, speeding up. Because, it does really feel like I'm getting the hang of all this stuff. So when I get around to it, it's gonna be so much easier. Like, to just get right into it. Poor little bald. You can kind of see improvement. There we go, between each one. Join that little bald's head. There we go. So now we've done all that. So we go to the next page. And of course we save. Ink the background to complete the main lines of the background. Draw the background of frame 1 using perspective ruler. Oh, interesting. Select layer menu, ruler frame, create perspective ruler. Configure the perspective. I mean, there is no background in this one. Well, I'm going to bring this over here so you can all see it. So, select layer menu, ruler frame, create perspective ruler. Configure the perspective ruler settings in the create perspective ruler dialog box. 1 point perspective is selected for this example. 1 point perspective. The perspective ruler is created. How? On the layer palette, change the stacking order of the layers by dragging the perspective ruler layer into the border folder. On top of everything, I guess. Move any layers by hovering the mouse cursor over the grip. Oh yeah, we know that. Adjust the vanishing point position of the perspective ruler you've created. Select the operation tool object. As the eye level... Oh, you're back! Welcome back! We missed you. As the eye level is tilted on the background of frame 1, tilt the eye level of the perspective ruler based on the draft. Select the handle for moving the eye level on the perspective ruler you've created and move the eye level so that it matches the horizon line drawn in the draft of frame 1. Drag the handle for changing direction of the eye level so that it matches the angle of the horizon line. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's try this, shall we? Let's pretend that we're looking at something that has perspective at all. Drag the guideline to adjust the vanishing point position according to the draft. Adjust it so that it's near where the character is standing? Which character? Oh, that character there. Check the snap to special ruler icon on the upper command bar is turned on. This allows you to snap the line to the perspective ruler? Let's just read this, shall we? Draw the background while snapped to the ruler. Eh? Oh wow. When you have finished drawing lines according to the perspective ruler, turn off on snap the special ruler on the command bar and add the character at the back and the small items such as the manga drafts scattered around the room. The main lines of the background are complete. Okay, let's have a little go, shall we? Let's see how this perspective ruler works. I'll delete it. Shit, I forgot the instructions immediately. Okay, let's put it on here. Oh, let me change song again. Much as I like these Christmas bells. Kirby's Valley. So... select layer menu. I wonder what kind of a place this level is set in. Ruler frame, create perspective ruler. 1 point perspective. And it makes a new layer, and we want to put that layer above here. Then we use the object. Yep, we've put it above everything else. Adjust the vanishing point by selecting Operation Tool Object, which we've done. I've never really figured out perspective, honestly. Okay. So imagining that the ground is sort of like on an angle there, and so the middle one okay, yeah, so the middle one should be in the middle of the thing there. What? No! There we go. This song is straight up bumping. Yes, this is a soundtrack. Hello, Zardak. This is the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. Adjust the vanishing point so it's near where the character is standing. Oh my. So I just am really curious about... I'm gonna make a new layer here and check that the snap to special ruler icon is on. Yes. This allows you to snap the line to the perspective ruler. Draw the background using the same G-pen as when drawing the characters. So let's imagine I'm drawing the background. Oh my god. I can't draw a non-straight line. Wow, okay, I'm starting to see the potential for this. Although I need to learn how perspective works before I go any further, I think. Okay, that's interesting. Less like perspective mode and more like forced heterosexuality mode. Wow. Teehee. Okay, so that's the background done. Inking the effect lines. Draw the effect lines such as saturated lines and streamlines. Yes, that's what we want. We select the figure tool. Figure tool. What's the difference between a streamline and a saturated line? Brightness. Oh! Oh, we got the same song again. King Sandy Butt's Tomb. Well, that was the end of that. Dark saturated curve. Click to the right. If I choose dense dark saturated line, double click to commit the thing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so streamline. Let's have a look at that. What if I want them to go the other way? How am I supposed to show... How am I supposed to show, like, movement falling down? Is the question. How do I indicate this? Oh! Oh, okay, sorry, let's just stick with what we did before. Nice. Okay, so let's stick with that because that's funny. And from that, saturated lines created with the saturated line tool can be adjusted later using the object tool. Select the object tool. Yes, we've done that. Oh wait, no we haven't. Select that. Drag the control points to adjust the area of the saturated lines. Okay. Sure. Okay. The density of the saturated lines is also too high by initial settings. While the object tool is selected, Adjust values such as the gap of the line on the tool property palette, checking the effect on the canvas. Okay, let's move that. Let's move that. Let's move it down. Okay, so that changes some interesting things. Oh, I guess it's doing a lot of processing. Whoa! Disarray I can change. This sounds like a song from Candy Crush. Okay. Hey guys, what do traditional artists such as Da Vinci, Rembrandt, etc. feel about digital art and streaming art? Well, speaking as Da Vinci, I think that digital art provides people with a new means of being able to achieve techniques never before seen here too. So... So, I mean, if digital art had been a thing back in the day, I would have done a lot more with my time instead of wasting it on oils. Okay, so you can change grouping, the brush size. Where's the brush size? Can I make it thicker? Brush shape, can I change that? Oh, that makes for some interesting effects. Look at that. Oh, let's make some hearts. It's really weird. Like a love beam. Van Gogh probably wouldn't have cut off his ear if he had Control-Z. Da Vinci actually invented Clip Studio, but the Vatican and Spanish Inquisition don't want you to know that. Oh dear. Click the plus mark to display related settings. That's very interesting indeed, and I'm assuming that I can just, like, erase... Oh, no, apparently I cannot just erase. How did they limit it to just one small section? Let's go back to the object settings, shall we? Like, what if I just want them... Oh, I see. Okay. But, like, what if I want them to go out that way, but just be stopped? I'd probably have to make this in a separate border. Okay, well, I'm learning from this. Let's delete that, shall we? Yeah. Whoops. Streamlines. Draw streamlines in the background of frame 4. The special ruler will be used in this frame. I like the special ruler. Select the frame border folder and click New Raster Layer. Change the name of the created layer to Streamline. Oops, sorry, that must have really hurt the ears on your head. Select the ruler tool. What ruler tool? Oh, ruler tool. And then Special ruler. Parallel line. Oh, that's cool. Let me just move forward, because we've done Mad Monster Mansion before. Complete Merzan's song, that sounds fun. I think those traditional artists would have had a much easier time drawing on tablets, since tablets have backlight, and I suspect it's rather dark in the sewers. Oh my god. Click on the canvas to create the parallel line ruler. Draw with the pen tool. Freehand lines will also become parallel lines according to the guidelines of special ruler. Vary the pen pressure so that the lines trail off to create streamlines, speed lines. I mean, I want the speed to be going down the other way? Can I do that? Oh, yeah, I can. Oops. Oh, I need to... hold shift. There we go. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be scary. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Why is it grey? Oh, it's not. Okay, so how do I, like, make it so that it doesn't go over? I guess I can erase it? Sorry, just having a little dance. I hope you don't mind. Okay, so we're making some speed lines here. Did I ever use KidPix? Gosh, that sounds so familiar. Was that on, like, those early Apple computers? Because I feel like I might have done. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, so now... how do I, like, mask that? Oh, I guess I create a mask layer, hey? Makes sense. Yay! Although I suppose it kind of makes sense that some of the speed lines would, like, go through here, right? Still, it's all part of the learning process, yeah? I'm still sort of going to get back to the basics of just drawing in general. But I want to learn these techniques in the meantime, so that then when I do actually get back to drawing, then I'll have something to be getting on with. Okay, we've had enough of this song. Click Clockwood. Actually, let's straight on to Zubba's nest. Nabnut's house. Whoa. Oh, there's a lot of Click Clockwood. Naughty's house. Isn't Naughty in Donkey Kong Country? Oh, I like this. Oh! It's occurred to me that I wanted this to be more intense. Like this one to be more intense as they reach their terminal speed. Whoops. This is how speed works, right? You just Yep, this is great. How do I get rid of the special ruler? It's annoying. Oh, I guess it's probably gonna tell me stuff, isn't it? No, this is about, Mm-hmm. No? Okay. More lines equals more speed, right? That's how it works. Okay. I want to get rid of... Oh. Oh no, that just changes the snapping thing. How do I get rid of that? Ah, I'm clever. Whoops. Damn, I did the wrong thing. It's the mask that I want. Oh no, have I still been erasing stuff? Whoops. Oh well, it probably did nothing. I need to start, like, get out the old manga collection. Got a big box of stuff. I used to be really indiscriminate with my collection. Like, the first few times I went to Japan, I just, like, went into the secondhand bookshop called Book Off and just, like, bought everything that was, like, 100 yen or $1 in US dollars. Just whooshing through the air we are. So now let's view this and see if it looks okay. The fact that, yeah, it looks all right, I guess. Probably looks more like speed when they're falling down, like they are in the second panel. But again, we're just experimenting here, and I'm cool with that. I'm free and easy. That's the theme of these streams is free and easy and relaxed, and we're not going to judge ourselves too much, even if it becomes apparent that we should just give up on our dreams. I've been looking into going to art school just so that I can get the theory, because I know you can get it online, such as with these tutorials, but I just don't really tend to have the motivation to follow them through to the degree that I should. Streaming might help to mitigate that, I think, to a certain degree, but it's not going to be the be-all and end-all, I don't think. So, remains an option for me. Or at least an avenue that I'm looking into. Boom. A little harmony in there, isn't that nice? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like color through like erase all these lines in front of the characters for panel 1, but I'll leave them there for panel 2. See whether it does anything interesting. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect either. I don't care enough. Yeah, so that's that. Cool. We'll save that. Oh, I need to do like the meanwhile thing over here. So I might do that quickly now. Meanwhilest. Actually, no, let's do the thing that we keep seeing in the comics. There. Oh, I miss those comics. Okay, so we now want a dialog box. Can you use the bracket keys to adjust the eraser size like Photoshop? Yes, you can. So I just want a rectangle here. Object will move. Oh, the whole thing! The whole thing is moving, that's cool. But I specifically want this to move there. Oh, wow. That's so cool. So it recognizes that this is text that's going in that thing. Huh. Well, whoops. Cool. Now I want that, and I want to increase the brush point to maybe 10 points? Yeah. That'll do it. Hey, that doesn't say honk. I'm sorry. Correct the area where the balloon is covering the character. Dense flash. Oh. Select the eraser tool hard and trace on the area where the balloon is covering the... Okay. So, when you use the eraser, it's technically masking, apparently. The eraser tool draws on the layer mask. Oh, cool. So that while the balloon itself is not erased, it is hidden by the mask. Okay, interesting. Cool. Selecting the saturated line and streamline subtools of the figure tool or the flash subtool of the balloon tool allows you to draw various kinds of saturated lines and streamlines easily by configuring the settings on the tool property palette. The ruler tool also allows you to use features such as special ruler, which allows you to draw parallel lines, concentric circles, or radial lines, and the perspective ruler, which enables accurate drawing of backgrounds in addition to drawing shapes. There you go. Look at us. Creating a layer for filling in monochrome. So now we need to create a layer for filling in monochrome, as you'd think, and then fill the inked character and background in black monochrome. Which area? What area have they been using? Okay, so the draft and storyboard will not be used from this point onward. So hide the draft layer and storyboard layer on the layer palette. I mean, I've done that for ages, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Draft and storyboard. New layer on the layer palette. And we're gonna call that Phil. Aww. Phil. My friend Phil. Select the pen tool and draw the borderlines of the area for filling in monochrome. Oh, that's interesting. So I can do stuff in the hair. Oh. The areas drawn with the pen tool are shown in red. Well, let's attempt some shading here. How does one do shading in this regard? Let's go for that, shall we? Maybe this one can be a little bit more shaggy. No. That'll do. Like, this probably has nothing to do with any of it. Yeah. Okay, so now I go to the fill tool. Fill. Refer to other layers. Follow adjacent How do I... Refer to other layers. Follow adjacent pixel. Close gap. There's no... Oh. Area scaling is on. Multiple... Yep. Oh, okay, there's just different phrasings here. Click areas of the content drawn on the character's 2 layer to be filled in monochrome and fill the areas. Okay, so this is how you do that. That's cool. Nice. Hey, Trevor11111! Welcome! We're having interesting times with a picture that I put a lot of effort into. If you try to claim otherwise, I will punch you. Whoops. Ah, no! Go back to fill here. I'm really interested in this fill tool, the sort of little things that they've done there. I guess these are all the things that happen when you lose. Although that one sounded good. That's probably when you win. What could she have, which is... I guess maybe here she's got some dark bits? Doesn't really work, but you know, let's go with it. pretend that works. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the marks around her mouth. Okay, now let's get the other fill areas. I suppose you'd probably want some shading on the skirt, wouldn't you? Now, if I were a skirt and were shaded properly, that'll do. No, I'm sure this area here would probably be filled in. There'd be some other areas as well, like maybe here would be a little bit of a dip. Not really, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. This is all fine. No, it's not. Let's just leave it. Ooh! Yeah, I think that's good for this panel. Mainly because I just can't be bothered. Oh! I forgot. Oh! Deselect. This poor woman has a shirt. Where is she? Panel 1. What? Why can't I? Why can't I draw on this anymore? What have I done? "100% normal," it says. It's not acting normal. Well, I guess I can't fix her shirt. No, I'll just... Okay, somehow that worked. And the running ants help. Okay, so second panel. Okay, we're doing fill here. Fill, fill, fill. Back into fill. The idea of a fill layer is very interesting. And I'm just going to fill that in. Make that bigger! Why isn't that making it bigger? Oh, that made it bigger. Okay. No! Oh, that's way too thin. I should probably have set this to not respond to the zoom layer. I mean the streamline layer. Oh well. Just got back from lunch. How are we getting on? I think we're doing okay. I think this should all just be black. Wait, what? No! No! Oh no, it's gonna do the thing where it makes everything. No! Well, I guess I need to, like, draw a line out here. No! Stop it! Stop it! Although I kind of like that effect. There. Oops. I'm guessing this is us winning the game. I have no idea about shading. And it's obvious. Oh shit. No! Her hair's gone Super Saiyan. Yes, indeed. This'll do! Oh god! So much for shading and the skirt as well. I'm never gonna get over that. Do it. There we go. Yeah, I definitely should have made it so that it doesn't refer to this later. Oh, whoops! There we go. You can't just shade the whole panel, it doesn't look good. No! Clip Studio Paint, haha, block shader goes flat. Yeah, let's settle with this. This looks fine. Oh, actually. A little bit of skirt here. Ah, no! Save. Oh god, and I did some shit with her hair too. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say perspective ruler. What was that? Where's the parallel lines? Uh-oh. Oh, streamlines. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make this a draft. So, for all intents and purposes, it does not exist. Let's see if that worked. Nice. Should have done that from the beginning, huh? Ah, this is my favorite character. Ikam Bokam. Is it racist? Probably. I used to always play Mumber for the bonus levels. I mean, not the bonus levels. In Banjo-Tooie there were like these multiplayer battle modes. I used to always play as him. The sad thing is, I really liked the multiplayer shooter game. No one wanted to play with me. So I used to just play it by myself and just run around collecting all the eggs. God, story of my life, huh? So lonely. I guess that's what you get when your demographic isn't known for playing video games and they're sort of alienated for doing so. That'll do me. Oh, actually. Wait, where is she? Isn't there like some sort of... she's got like... This is like the worst, like most amateur shading job I've ever seen for a manga, but it's fine, because I'm learning how it works. Like, this is not how you do hair. Oh, jeez. Look, I'm comparing my hair shading with the hair shading here, and it's like, ooh, ooh. Well, oh god, I'm gonna become as good as that eventually when I actually get back into doing it properly and I'm not just learning tutorials. I promise you this. I promise you that. Okay, follow the same process to fill in monochrome using the pen tool and fill tool. Yeah. Okay. Filling in monochrome is complete. Yeah. Filling in white before finishing? Change the layer of the name created to white. Interesting. New raster layer. We've been listening to Banjo-Kazooie music for like almost 3 hours, I think. I'm sorry, let me see. Where are we up to? Top of the layer. Let's just get the final... Let's get the end game going, shall we? Oh, I forgot to fill in this exclamation mark here. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a white layer, which we're apparently going to use. Change it so that it's below the character. Okay, so it needs to be outside of this whole border thing. So on top there. Okay. Move any layers by hovering. Okay. Hide the paper layer on the layer palette so that the white filled areas can be seen easily. Okay, that's hidden. We're still here. Check that the subcolor in the tool palette is white. And click the subcolor. If white is not set, use the pen tool and fill tool in the same way as when filling in monochrome to fill the areas of the character intersected by the border lines in white. Why do we need to do that? Is this interesting? Like, this feels like it's an issue. Like, I'm tearing through the lines here. Like, that's gross. I don't like that. Close gap. Apply to connected... It would help if I understood the purpose for this. I'm gonna do this to the characters and then wait and see. interesting concept. I'm excited to find out why we're doing this. It'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? Oh! Uh-oh, okay, so we're gonna have to do that a bit later. Let's continue with this, shall we? Uh-oh. No! Eek! No! Stop! Okay, so these things are coming out of the border. Fill up to vector path? What happens if I do that? Okay, no, that still is an issue. You didn't remember that Banjo-Tooie had a multiplayer mode? Oh, it was so cool. It was sort of like a parody on the GoldenEye games. So it was a sort of shootout. Eek. Nope. Alright, so for these sections here... Oh, except for that, I guess. What about the face? Nope. Okay, because of the hair. So let's ink some white over here. And can I ink like a straight line? Too lazy, actually. This will probably end up like being an issue, but until it is... Oh shit. No! 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 Oh, there's this as well, okay. There we go. Kind of interesting, this, isn't it? I do kind of like seeing it all becoming white, but I just don't know why. Eek! No! No, stop! Stop! Oh, this is a long stream today, isn't it? Thank you all for being here with me until the bitter end. I appreciate it. It's acting as if the end is upon us, this music. And it probably is. What is that? Do I need to... Oh yeah, I do need to keep drawing that. Okay, fine. I think that's all I need at this point. Can't wait to find out why we're doing this. Very exciting. Yay! Oh, I forgot this arm. I am the arm. No, I didn't. Yay. Oh, this is kind of like, you know, they're tumbling down, just kind of like in my thing. Okay, so display the paper again on the layer palette. Okay. There we go. Oh, I get why the borders are doing that thing. Where are the borders? Borders, I need to use the object thing. I need to bring them a little bit. Because there's no... Oh! Shit. Because there's... Oh! Ah! I need to bring this over. Because I need the black border there. Wait, what? What's going on? Why'd the borderline disappear? Where have they gone? No! Oh, okay, so I think I need to move this line down here. I think? Yeah? And then I need to move this line down here. Let's see. What's going on there? I don't understand what I've done here. Eh? What? What am I even doing? Mm-hmm. Why is that thinner than this? Ugh, I'm beyond caring. Yeah, the VODs are still up, and also highlights are being made. It's just the first day that didn't get saved. Okay, so now we're on to the next section, now that we've done this weird white thing. And now we're just up to the bonus songs, so why don't we go on to our favorite album, because we're reaching the end of our stream. I think? Like, how many more steps are we going to go through with this? How long does it take to make a comic? Jeez. Oh, I think this is the last one? Yeah, okay, this is the last... No, it's not. God damn. Maybe we'll finish this off later. But I at least want us to play this song. In manga drafts for the never-ending tutorial, yeah, I know. In manga drafts and monochrome printing, tones are used to create grey halftones. Clip Studio Paint has dedicated layers for tones and gradients. Use these to recreate elements such as shadows and the color of characters' clothing. I thought that was what the black was for. Oh god. It's too much. What are filling in monochrome, tone, and gradient layers? There's the fill layer, the tone layer, and the gradation layer. Pasting a tone layer. On the layer palette, Create a layer folder to manage the tone layers together. Okay. Sure, let's do that. New layer folder. Tone. Why does it keep me in Japanese? It knows I'm using Manga Studio. Select the auto select tool. Auto select tool. I guess this is the auto select tool? Yeah. And then subtool auto select. Refer to all layers. Configure the settings on the tool property palette as shown below. So we want to close the gap. We want area scaling, and we do not want anti-aliasing apparently. Click the area with which to paste the tone and create a selection. Click new tone in the selection launcher. Is that tone? Tone? Oh, okay, because we've selected. Okay, new tone. Ah. So we've got that, but no, I don't want that for that. What would I be using tone for? Probably her hair, I think. Because her hair is brown. Yeah, let's go with that. Why can't I see it? Oi! Oi! What? Fill in monochrome. Why isn't it doing it? It seems like it's done it, but is it because I've put that below everything? Probably. Ah, okay, there we go. I'm clever. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it looks pretty gross, doesn't it? Gross. Yeah, I don't like that. How do you adjust it? Oh, here? Oh. Layer settings? Like, it has the settings over there that I used, so presumably it should allow me to change it. Like, to use a different halftone pattern. What's going wrong? Oh, I'm so cross. Oh, okay. Probably, I need to, like, select this stuff again. If it's possible. Oh no, it's just that my screen is frozen. Great. Why is my screen frozen? When was the last time I saved, I wonder? Okay, let's see when the last time I saved was. This should be exciting. I think the reason why I keep having these freezes is because I'm using a 32-bit version of Clip Studio when I should be using 64. That's what I'm gonna say anyway. Okay, I'm gonna try closing it. Then we'll see how much we've lost, and then we'll continue on it next time. I think is what we'll do, so as not to get bummed out. Oh, whoops! I closed the wrong thing. I don't know why I've been using a 32-bit version. Bit silly, if you ask me. Okay, let me open up Clip Studio. I might finish off tonight with a little sketch. Oops, Yasashi Robot. Comic. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Oof. Bit touch and go for a second there. Okay, so it's just before the halftone pattern, it seems, which is alright with me. I may not have... Have we got the white area? Yes, we've got the white area. Let's see if we completed the white area. We had. Okay, so we were basically up to this step. And I might, like, leave it there for that, for the time being, until next time when we continue this tutorial. It doesn't look as shit as I sort of was thinking in my mind when I drew the sketches and stuff. Like, the characters are not being drawn, you know, with correct proportion or whatever, but you at least get the impression of what's happening, don't you? And that's good. That's what we want. So I'm going to draw these clouds in the background, and that will give more of an indication that they're in the sky. Cool. Can you set it to save every 10 minutes or something? That's a good idea. I might look into that. Preferences, autosave, file, enable canvas recovery. Save recovery data every 10 minutes, let's say. Autosave when switching page. Nice. Okay, so let's finish off with a little picture in rebelle, which I like to call it. Just like a... it sounds kind of cool when you say speed paint, so I'm going to do speed paint. I'm going to just use a white simple thing. Okay. What should I draw to finish off? Pikachu, oh my god. A goose and a Chevrolet. I'm not going to draw either of those things, I'm sorry. Well, why don't I just start with my usual circle. Hand drew driving a Chevrolet, like that's just impossible for me right now. A political compass, oh my god, you're so mean, all of you. Let me see if I can draw myself how I used to draw myself. Whoops. Vintage Cav. There we go, so happy. It might end up being not me, but I'm starting with the general structure. This is somewhat closer to my comfort zone, you know? Andrew versus Goose picture when the comic starts, definitely. Oh, whoops. Please don't. Okay, good. I get so nervous. Wait, what? Can't use the pen anymore. Oh, there we go. My lovely, luscious eyebrows there. Here we go. I always kind of alternate between drawing myself as like a grizzled old world-weary grouch, like my Twitch profile picture, and just someone who's ecstatic at everything and being alive and all that. I like to think of myself as being all grizzled and world-weary, but the problem is I'm just too jolly. I used to have longer hair, so... And the thing is, when my hair is longer, the front bit gets kind of straight, but then the back bit is all curly. Maybe it's the hair that adds the edginess. Maybe so. There we go. Little curls there. Curls for Cavi. You think it's possible to be both jolly and grizzled? I'm just gonna be a floating head. Yeah. It's me floating. And where's a pen? Am I up to the point where I can ink something? I wonder. So, what do I do? Oh! Okay, no. Can I... How do I make this like a different color? Like you can in Clip Studio. I'm getting spoiled now. Doesn't seem to be an option. It's fine. It's fine. I can deal with it. Whatever. And are there any settings here to adjust for the shakiness of my hand? Pressure sized water seem to be the only options here. It's fine, it's fine. No biggie. Oops. There we go. Oops. Ah. Ha! Look at us go. Getting through the speed paint, as 'twere. Ah, yeah, it's my favorite. Get ready for some bluegrass. Oops. Banjo in 3, 2, 1. Oh god, I love my audience. You know what? No, I'm gonna do the outer layers first, and then I might go for some thinner lines for the details. There we go. Ooh. But has the banjo ever truly gone away? The answer is no. That'll do. Okay, so now I want to go, maybe, can I bring that down? Oh, I can do it through here as well. Does it say who the banjo player was anywhere? I'm not sure, actually. Let me see if it says it on the track. Nope. Let's have a look. Edit info. It says Richard Burke, but I think he was like the, you know, the composer of the whole thing. I like keeping these eyes kind of frazzled. Maybe clean up that just a tiny bit. There we go. Here. Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh, that was definitely not the size. What? Oh. Wrong Wrong tool. Oh, whoops. It's not bad, hey? I mean, actually no, the chin's pretty bad. Just get that back on. There's no personnel on Discogs beyond the composer and lyricist. That's such a shame, but also typical. Little pointy chin. You reckon my chin's pointy? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Nice. Look at that. Oh, I forgot the puddle of here. There we go. God, can't get that. Oh, there we go. Maybe do a wee color. Just do a speed color. Cav head, let's call it. And make a new layer underneath there. And that can be our watercolor. My hair isn't that light, but I figure that can be a decent base. Did you know that my hair is not actually black, but dark brown? There you go. Very, very, very dark brown. So dark that it doesn't really matter, but to me it does. Because my mother's hair is black, and my dad's hair is brown, and my hair is kind of the exact middle. That's something I've always been very proud of, being the exact middle of my parents. My dad's a man, my mother's a woman, and I'm agender. I've even got one of each of their eyes. One of my eyes is dark brown, the other one's just brown. Whoops, what did I do? Kind of cool, actually, what's happening here. Actually, this should probably just be more straight out dark brown, because it's shadowy, like the hedgehog. That'll do. And then all I need to do is like do colored pencils on top. I'm kind of curious, actually. Just trust me on this one. I'll trust me, and then we'll see if we can actually make this look decent, because I get the feeling that I can, because I've actually done this with real media before. I've done used watercolor pencils, done the base color, and then gone over it with the dry watercolor pencils and had it turn out quite nice. So maybe I can make that work. I'll definitely go over this with like a wash again and make it darker if that's necessary, because this is way too light for my hair. I have a theme, do I? What's my theme, Eric? I feel like this entire album is my theme. Is anyone in this chat right now American? Can you tell me if this is offensive that we're sort of unironically enjoying this? God, like I really need to finish the proofreading of this translation job I've got due tonight, but I wanna try out this thing. Oh, my theme is being a combination of my parents. Yeah, definitely. All the different ways. I think personality-wise, I take... The thing is, like, for the most part I take more after my dad, but then I'm a troll, which is very much like my mother. So I'm probably like the perfect combination of those two as well. The only thing that I'm not is right-handed. Both of them are right-handed, I'm left-handed. I'll just do the hair and then probably call it a night, I think, and we can finish this picture off another day, I think. But I am kind of keen to see how this will turn out, like just trying out new things in this experimental software that I got for the purpose of experimenting. This was such a good idea, doing drawing streams. I'm really glad that I started. It's really been a great amount of motivation for me. Just have some company while I do it. And also helps me get past the, you know, my perfectionist streak when it comes to my art, because obviously most of the stuff is shit. Hey, oh god. I mean, compared to what I'm used to producing. Oops. Let's see, so we want some 2B, I think, maybe? Let's see what happens here. Just a little experiment. Okay. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of orange here. No, that's... don't really like that. Whoops. Unless I can make the pressure lower. Let's try 25. Probably just for some highlights here and there. But otherwise, let's stick with the dark browns. Yeah. It's quite good, huh? Hey, you're just in time for the final stretch. Yeah, I should generally finish off with the darker colors, which I forgot to take into account. There we go. So, doesn't that look much nicer? Like, it kind of looks like hair, don't you reckon? The only issue now is going to be like reproducing the same effect everywhere else. I know I started with the black, but I shouldn't have, and I basically went over it anyway. So maybe I should have gone with the orange. Oops! Oops! I don't need this reference image thing, so I'm gonna minimize that. You have 100k honks now! Oh my god! Congratulations to you! What are you gonna do with all them honks? All them honks... I don't know how to finish that. Okay, so now we'll have like a little bit of orange. Go over that a little bit more with the brown, so it's not that apparent. Oh, I think we're repeating this album. Why? I don't normally have my albums on repeat. Hope you don't mind. This stream's gone a little longer. I wasn't expecting we to even finish the album. Okay. It's still a little bit too light for my hair, really. My hair definitely looks brown there when it should be a lot darker. Maybe I can do something to the tones later on. Whoops. I might start with the highlights. Don't really need so many highlights down there. That's not really how that goes, but anyway. This'll do. Oh, The Menace, you're doing a stream. Are you going to be doing some more music? I'm always asleep for those. I'm sure you could just merge the color layers and change the tone of everything at once with filters. Yeah. That's what I normally do if I've made mistakes with the tone of something, so why not in this program? This is a watercolor based program that I've just started using, that I got in a Humble bundle. Seemed kind of cool, and I quite like the look of watercolors as well, so the hair at the back doesn't really need to be as detailed because that's mainly in shadow. Whoops. Oh, look at me coloring outside of the lines. I'm a terrible 5-year-old. Probably isn't even necessary at all coloring in the back like this. Like, thicker lines covering more ground is probably better. Oh well. Yeah, the brushes are really cool. And it's it's all like watercolors and natural media, and you can do stuff like blow on the canvas. I'm a big fan of like simulating natural media, but most tools do that nowadays. Like even like, I remember when like there were oekaki boards where you had to use like an online MS Paint sort of thing in order to draw collaboratively, but now I think, what's it called? It's like Drawpile or something. If you use that, you can draw pretty normally, which is just incredible to me. Technology these days. Okay. Need to make this darker than the other stuff. Could really have afford to smudge this stuff a little bit, but oh well. I'm finishing off for the night. Lots of work to be done. Well, proofreading 2 medical translations about cancer research. Probably colored this in a little bit too dark, actually. Oh no, I always ruin things right at the end. I can probably just put some brown on top if I feel like it's gotten too dark, I think. You used to use iScribble, which was a bit later than traditional oekaki boards, but it's long gone now. Ah. It's good that other things have risen to take its place, though. Like, at least online collaboration is still a thing. But you do kind of miss the software that you started off on. Yeah, you can't really see the outline of the hair now. Or the shading of the back. I feel like, yeah, it should have been more of a flat color at the back. That's alright. Chalk it up to experience, shall we? Yeah, that hair is definitely... In the front it's okay, but in the back you want it to be more blurred. So maybe I can use a smudge tool. Funny how tools exist to achieve the things that we wish to achieve. Just to make it a little bit more flat, maybe. Less loud. And less distracting from the main part of the hair. I'm just theorizing in my head. Osgoth probably knows a much better way to do this. We could stream something like Drawpile sometime. Could be fun. My internet is way better now than it used to be, so it'd probably actually work on my end. Oh nice, that's so fantastic. Hello, I'm doing a social experiment where you give me a good reason to follow and I'll follow. I'm sorry, I can't give you a good reason to follow me. I'm just trying to get back into art now, so like at the moment you're not going to see very good art. If you want to look at a stream and be like, hello. Oh gosh, Scratchy Comics followed me. Oh wow, did I win? Well, welcome to the club. I don't draw all the time. In fact, I mainly play video games, but I'm trying to get back into artwork. Can I give them a bad reason to follow? That was the bad reason. Yeah, I'd love to do Draw Pile, and Diana Jack, another art streamer, was talking about doing that sometime as well. She's the one who told me about Draw Pile, actually. God, I don't like what's happened with the hair back here. I'm very grumpy. I should have... You know what? I should have just left it, I should have just left it watercolor. Now I know. I'll probably delete that and then, like, just give it, like, a flat background later. But for now, I think I'm pretty much done. Although, actually, I do very much just want to color in the hair. I mean, the hat. Just to get that out of the way, just get a little flat color, and I'll probably put some cross-hatching or something over the top. I like my little cross-hatched hats. There we go. Yeah, gorgeous brushes on this. And it acts like real watercolor. Oh my god. There we go. Alright, I'll fix all that next time. Oh, lovely. I mean, every time I do these drawing streams, I learn something new, and that makes me really happy. Yeah, I tend to color on separate layers at the moment anyway. I'm not sure if that's something that I do normally, I can't remember, but I'm doing it at the moment because I don't really trust myself. You see how the watercolor is just slowly drying? Isn't that cool? And I can speed up the drying process by clicking on these, I believe. Looking at some Drawpile screenshots, it actually looks really similar to iScribble. Oh, that's good! Maybe you found your program. Cav knows of the mute button? Did I mute myself? It was your end. Okay, good. Lovely! Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a night for this one. We've done one picture, and we have also attempted the beginning of a comic, and I'm really happy with that progress. That was a marathon stream. Really appreciate you all tuning in. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And tomorrow I'll probably do a game just to give myself and my brain a little bit of a break. I might work on these sort of like passively off stream, just so I can sort of focus a little bit more. But I will definitely report any progress that I make on these back to you on my next art stream. 3 hours and 46 minutes! God damn! I thought I was starting a bit early so that I could finish off my translations afterwards, but oh well! Yeah, I'm glad you caught this one too, Ashran. It's, I always notice when you're not around. I hope you're doing okay. I'll see you all next time, tomorrow around the same time. So like, I think that's like 10:30 GMT, I think. Yeah, I think. That's when I tend to stream. But also in the future, I'm thinking of streaming in my morning, so your evening, which would be, I think, a lot better for everyone. And I want to get back into the swing of pretending I'm back in the UK, you know? Alrighty, thank you so much. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.